Life's rolling on. Welcome back. Today's episode, we are back with CMT Composites and we're doing more carbon fiber on the 1300 GS Adventure. So kind of hanging out on the outside of the screen today, but let's talk about the components and what we're doing. So for me, this is my first BMW and I did not understand the suspension when I first got it. Obviously we deal with upside down fork tubes as well as a shock, and this is called the Tele-Lever. And if you've watched my first ride on this or any of the other videos, I love the way this bike handles. But what I wanted to do is I really enjoyed the CMT composite front fender that's carbon. But one thing that's bothered me from the beginning is I can't stand these silver triple clamps. So unlike a Harley or full customization where you might take all this apart and either powder coat or Cerakote or anodize, which I'm gonna do on the top. But man, when I got with the CMT team and I looked at their website and saw that they had these products, I thought I hit a home run, and we'll see today. So what we're gonna install is, this is the Tele-Lever protector, and I have this fender loose. I've already broken it free. We're gonna take these tops off. But this is gonna go here, and I'm not quite sure in the order yet. This is the only carbon fiber Tele-Lever protector that I've ran into. Now, I also have a DBK aluminum one, billet aluminum one. Maybe we'll see what that's like if it mix and matches, but I really like this one. We'll figure out how this goes on today. We have a long and a short carbon fiber fork tube protector. So I'm gonna have to pull this off again. And we have an upper and a lower. Have these triple clamp covers that are gonna go on, and these are fastened with a zip tie, but again, flawless quality. So what we're gonna use today for tools is I've got my 1/4 inch ratchet, T25 Torx to remove the fender, and then I'm gonna use a small pair of nippers that I can get to the base of the zip tie with. And then I've got a rag on deck. I said this on the last episode, but just a quick rundown. CMT Composites out of Italy, super good company that I chose. There's a lot of great carbon fiber choices out, more than I can even name, but I wanted to keep all of this front carbon fiber together so the weave matches both color, sheen, and direction, as well as it all works together. So maybe we'll try something different for the handlebars, and or if we do a beak extension, we'll see how that goes. I had carbon on my Harley. I really like it. I'm trying to make this a sport touring bike. It is not an Enduro 1300, so just a little background on what we're doing, but let's get this fender off and we're gonna figure out how to put this on together. Global website, you can order from them around the world. They do take PayPal, MasterCard, and Visa, as well as super simple to navigate. So go in, pick your motorcycle brand, the year, and it'll show you based on your model what they make. So that being said, I'll leave all that information in the description box. Let's dive in and have fun. So first things first, we're gonna take this back off. So if you're following along, I've been ordering parts as long as I've been waiting for the bike to get here. Getting this front fender back off so we can get access to these lower fork tubes. And I don't know this process yet, so I'm gonna go through this with you. So I'm gonna take this off for the moment. And they are definitely two sizes. So we're gonna match up the size, and as I can already tell, the longer is the lower. So I'm gonna just simply spread that and then pop that on. And then do the same thing with the top. So inside, as you can see, there's some 3M tape. And now that I know what we're doing, I will pull that tape and line up the CMT logo with the center line on the bottom. So let's jump back and do this one. So I'm gonna pull this tape face off. So very simple. Looks to be 3M, which is good quality. I'm going to be able to put it on, and before I actually center, I will get my setup. I'm going to center it to the bottom, and then I'm going to make sure, and we'll wipe these prints off, but I'm going to make sure that's solidly put on. All right, same thing up for the top. All right, got that done. I'm gonna go over. In the meantime, I had pre-cleaned these fork tubes. Make sure there was nothing sticky, no wax on them. So Organically, it doesn't look like it wants to sit right on the top of the clamp, and I don't think it would. It would resonate against that. So we're gonna not do that. And I'm doing my best to side up my two stickers are in the same place. And we'll put a little bit of pressure on. Let's move on to the next side. I'm being very careful to not go in there and handle this tape because I don't want to disturb the original tape surface. Make sure my logo's on the right way. I'll just get these temporarily in here without being pressed down. So far, super easy. And we will get her move to that next step. All right. And then judging by the ridges, that's where we're going to mount. I hope you like it because I love it. Very cool. So we're gonna screw our bars. And then we're gonna flip this around and make sure we have it the same way as far as the orientation. All right, and I will nip those and then get it from the back side. So when I'm detailing the bike, I'm not slicing my fingers. Pretty cool, I gotta say. I hope you like it. I love it. Let's finish up. We'll get the other side done, and then we'll go with the Tele-Lever. This is one of those purchases we talked about earlier in episode that you might want to get all of your items that you want to get at one time and save on freight. Because at the time of this video, they had offered a $500 free freight. It was definitely well worth the freight. I had ordered everything I could afford at the time. And the interesting part is I just don't know if the Tele-Lever fits above or below the fender. So we're gonna work that out now. And judging by it, it looks to be after the fender. So now that we've got that on the outside, I think this has to go on the inside. You know, a lot of times people pre-fit and figure this out online so we don't look stupid to you guys, but I always like to treat this like you were hanging out in the garage with me and we were trying to figure this out together. We want to go ride, we want to go eat some lunch together, and ultimately this is what friends do. So I'm glad you're here watching me fumble through things because that's what I do. Let's get this tightened down. Wipe down, and then we'll take a look and we'll talk about it. Man, I am super happy with this. I was interested to see whether or not on the Tele-Lever if I would have used the DBK aluminum one, but I think I'm just super happy with the carbon fiber. And what I do want to do is make sure at full lock nothing's messing up, and that is not messing up, and we'll be fine. All right, gonna use some ignition, basically high-speed detailer from Shine Supply. Wipe everything down and then buff it off. I will also leave that information for Shine Supply, super product. If you're in the United States, I don't know if they ship out of the US, but if you're in the United States and you can reach out, they do ship out of California. They are fantastic as far as whether you have a motorcycle or car or boat or hot rod, fantastic. Maintenance on this, carbon fiber wears just like paint. There's one key element. The reason I was using that particular product is it's designed for a bike that's been top coated with ceramic. I'm going to put a graphic kit on this bike this weekend, and then I wanted to make sure that I had a ceramic top coat for vinyl wrap, and that'll be coming on a separate episode. Looking super forward to that. But nonetheless, the maintenance for carbon fiber is the same. If you wax your bike, you can wax your carbon fiber, and you should. The clear coat on top is no different than the second stage or clear coat on your paint. You want to make sure you take care of that. Other final thoughts, super happy with the product, CMT, and the whole delivery experience, outstanding. Quality of the product, outstanding. As always, I absolutely really appreciate you being here, and thanks so much for watching. I know you have a whole lot of things on the channels to watch. See you next time on Life's Rolling On. As always, go ride motorcycles and tune in for the next fun and games that we get into. Take care.